Ciao ljudi! Are you hungry? Because in this video, I'm going to take you on a Serbian food journey. We are going to talk about some of the most delicious Serbian dishes, so make sure you don't start watching this video on an empty stomach, because I guarantee you it's going to make you even hungrier. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you get to watch more videos about Serbian language and culture. So, if you ever hung out with Serbian people, you know that food is an essential part of every gathering. We love preparing multi-course meals that have everything, from bite-sized snacks, which we call meze, to chicken soup, pileća supa, and of course, grilled meat, roštiljsko meso. We always make sure to prepare so much food that there is plenty left for guests to take home with them. So if you're dying to try Serbian cuisine, but you don't know where to start, this video will definitely come in handy. First, you've probably heard about Ćevapi and Pljeskavica. And you know you can find them in every restaurant or fast food kiosk. But do you know how we usually eat them and what are some of the variations that only locals know? First, the standard way to eat ćevapi is in lepinja with kajmak and raw onions. So you can order either 5 or 10 upola s lukom. This means 5 or 10 ćevapi in a flat bread with onions. If you want kajmak on the side, you can ask for it because sometimes it's not part of the deal. When it comes to pljeskavica, you can get to pick your own fillings. It also comes in lepinja and you can choose the fillings which we call prilozi, such as pavlaka, mayonnaise, ketchup, senf, and then zelena salata, paradise, krastavci, luk, and so on. Everybody has their own favorite version of pljeskavica. And if you want to try a uniquely Serbian filling for pljeskavica, then try adding urnebes salata. Urnebes salata is a popular Serbian spicy cheese spread, typically made with fresh cheese, kajmak, or cream cheese, then spiced up with garlic, paprika, and hot peppers. Another version of pljeskavica is gurmanska pljeskavica. It's like a pljeskavica level pro max because there is cheese and bacon mixed in with the meat. This is the ultimate delicacy after a night out. It's tasty, juicy, and full of calories that will soak up all the rakia you had at the kafana. Okay, now moving on to some elaborate meals that will change your life forever and make you wish you were born in Serbia. First, the star of every holiday feast, sarma. Sarma is sour cabbage rolls with minced meat and rice inside, and it can be either cooked or baked in the oven. The method depends on the household. We usually put some smoked ham in between sarmas, so this meat soaks up all of these delicious juices and it turns out yummy as well. This is an ultimate meal that we make only for holidays or special occasions such as New Year, Christmas, or Slava. Maybe that is why it's so special, because when you eat it only 3 times a year, you can't wait for those special occasions to come. Next meal is similar but still different and special on its own. It is called Punjene paprike. Literally, it means stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers are made of bell peppers and we stuff them with minced meat and rice. We either cook or bake them in tomato juice and we close each pepper with 1 slice of fresh tomato. We usually eat them with tomato juice on the side, and some people even make mashed potatoes as an extra side. Just like sarma, this meal takes several hours to prepare, but it's totally worth it. Are you feeling hungry yet? Let's take a quick break and take a look at one of our study materials that can help you escalate your Serbian. Our worksheet booklet is actually 190 pages of mini grammar lessons, worksheets, and vocabulary lists for all study levels. It also includes 5 audio files that follow some of the listening exercises. It's the perfect material for self-study or classroom study with a teacher. And the best part is that the keys to all exercises are included. There, you can practice important grammar and vocabulary through fun, useful, and everyday topics. We created each page with our students' common struggles and needs in mind, so make sure to check it out at the link I will leave in the description of this video. Okay, are you ready to get back on the food train again? The next dish comes from a very simple ingredient, but you probably haven't tried it in this way yet. It's a bean stew, or in Serbian, Čorbasti pasulj. We use white beans and we cook them with a lot of meat, usually smoked meat, but the star of every bean stew is definitely a sausage. This is also a dish that takes time to prepare, at least 3 hours, so that's why I personally make large batches of this dish, so I can enjoy it for several days or save some for later. Another version of a dish with beans is pasulj prebranac. This dish also requires slow cooking process, and we can make it without meat for those people who are fasting, or again with lots of sausages and smoked ham for those who are not fasting. The secret to bake the beans is zaprška. This is a flavorful base made by blooming paprika in hot oil, usually with a bit of flour in it. We put it into the pot at the end of the cooking to give this dish a rich red color and a smoky aroma. So if you go to a Serbian restaurant, make sure you order pasulj prebranac. Now, if you ever hear a word sač, don't think about it further, just say yes. Sač is a large metal dome-shaped lid used for slow cooking. The food is placed in a shallow tray and then sealed with this lid, which is then completely covered with coals and hot ashes. This is a traditional slow roast technique that makes any food incredibly tasty. So if you ever have a chance to eat jagnjetina ispod sača, teletina ispod sača, or pite ispod sača, just embrace it and thank us later. Okay, one thing Serbian people love to do, which may not be for everyone, is to roast a pig on a spit. We call it prasetina na ražnju, or praseće pečenje. Not only is pork roast one of the most popular dishes in Serbia, but the whole process of making it is a tradition in itself. It's a process that lasts at least 5 hours, and family, friends, and neighbors gather, and we drink rakia, listen to music, and simply enjoy our time together. This is also how we traditionally make čvarci. Čvarci are crispy pork cracklings made by slowly rendering pork fat, often with bits of meat attached, until it crisps up and turns golden brown. The result is a salty, crunchy, and satisfying snack you just have to try. And if čvarci on bread are too strong for you, then try pogačice sa čvarcima. This is my absolute favorite thing to buy in a Serbian Pekara. There are a lot of pig roast shops, pečenjare, where you can simply buy a roast by the kilo. So if you're on a road trip through Serbia and you spot a pečenjara, make sure to stop and order some freshly roasted meat. It's guaranteed to be delicious. If you visit the southern part of Serbia, specifically a city called Leskovac, besides the best Pljeskavica in the country, you will find one very specific dish called Mućkalica. It's a traditional dish made of grilled meat and peppers simmered together in a spicy, smoky sauce. The secret to this dish is that the meat goes on the grill first and then we slowly cook it. Oh, and the name Mućkalica comes from the word mućkati, which means to shake, because we shake the pot while we prepare the dish instead of stirring it. And if you ever find yourself in the western part of the country, then you simply cannot miss Komplet lepinja. The name literally means a complete flatbread, which is a flatbread with everything in it. But not everything in the sense of a lot of ingredients, but everything you really need to feel well fed. That's why we usually eat Komplet lepinja for breakfast to keep us full all day. So what is Komplet lepinja? It's a hollowed out flatbread filled with a mixture of kajmak. Kajmak is a clotted cream, and an egg. Then kajmak and egg are baked and drenched in hot roasted meat drippings, which are called pretop. This is a rich, open-faced sandwich that you will dream about once you taste it. And if the road leads you to the northern part of Serbia, there are a few dishes and treats that you cannot miss there. First, we have Gomboce. Gomboce or knedle are dumplings made of potatoes filled with fruit. The most popular ones are Gomboce sa šljivama. These are dumplings filled with whole pitted plums. This potato dough is boiled and then rolled and toasted in sugary breadcrumbs. Nowadays we fill gomboce with many different fruits and fillings, but the original ones are filled with plums or apricots. Speaking of plums, Serbia is the world's third largest producer of fresh plums. We produce over 500,000 tons annually, and we are one of the top 5 exporters of prunes. It's no surprise then that anything made with plums is a local specialty here. So we have šljivovica, džem od šljiva, pita od šljiva, and of course gomboce. Another sweet treat that you cannot miss when you're in the northern Serbia are štrudle. The most popular ones are štrudle sa makom, but we also make them with apples, cherries, or walnuts. Usually, we put so much filling that you can hardly see the dough. And last but not least, one authentic dish we make in the north is Nasuvo sa krompirom. This is pasta with potatoes. Yes, I know it sounds very weird, even for Serbian people who are not from the north of the country, but you have to trust us. This is a classic farmer's dish made to keep you full for the day in the field. The way we make it is we roast the onions, dice the potatoes and cook them. Then we make the zapraška and we mix it all together with pasta and pasta water. It's full of calories, but it's so tasty. And in the end, there are a few things that we simply must mention. First and foremost, Burek. Burek is the king of Serbian bakeries and the winner of everyone's hearts. If you have never heard about it, it's a savory, flaky, hand-stretched pastry that is made of layers of paper-thin phyllo dough filled with mincemeat or cheese and then baked until the crust is golden and crispy. In Bosnia, they have sirnica and burek. Sirnica is made with cheese and burek is only with minced meat. But in Serbia, we call both pastries burek. Burek sa sirom and burek sa mesom. No matter what your preference is, cheese or meat, you won't go wrong. And when you order burek, don't forget to also order a cup of yogurt. This is a perfect combination. Another food you simply must try is Ajvar. Ajvar is a spread made from roasted red peppers that are then minced and slow cooked for hours until they reach a thick and creamy consistency. The taste is smoky, sweet, and savory. It's literally a heaven in a jar. People usually make Ajvar in October in Serbia, so the whole neighborhoods would smell like roasted peppers for a few weeks. Of course, you can buy it in supermarkets as well, but they're just never as good as the homemade ones. And finally, we have proja. This is another untranslatable food that is a staple in every Serbian household. It's a cornbread with chunks of cheese. It goes perfectly with Ajvar and yogurt. And if you can find a local prosciutto and cheese, you've got yourself a perfect Balkan breakfast. I don't know about you, but I'm so hungry right now. So let us know in the comments what your favorite Serbian dish is and what you would like to try from our list. Vidimo se u sljedećem videu. Ćao!